QuickJack's garage. What I want to do today is I want to answer a question that was asked on an earlier video that I did, and the video was that first time use of my QuickJack. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but you can check it out on my other ones, wherever, because I haven't figured out how to add a link in here yet, but I'll do that one of these days. Anyway, the question was referring to how much room is underneath the car to be able to get the jack underneath it to actually get it to work. And so my car's 2012 Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport, and it is stock ride height, so it hasn't been lowered or anything like that. So can give you kind of an idea of how much room you have to work with. Now, another tip that I could give is if you do have a lower car, you can still get a QuickJack and you can still use it. And this tip that will make it a little bit easier is get you this is a 2x6, but get you a 2x12, an 8-footer or something like that, and cut it into equal lengths, and then just sit those underneath the tires, drive the car on it, slide your jacks underneath it, and you're good to go. Then you do all the work that you need to do, and then when you drop the car back down, drop it back down, the tires back down on those blocks, drive it away. Life is good. So anyway, what I'm going to do with the video is I'm going to go start to finish on what I use and how I put it all together. I do use the jacking pucks that I made in a previous video, and I use those, and I use the short rubber blocks that came with it, and set those in the jack itself. And so there's plenty of room between the jack and the body, and so pretty simple process, and hopefully it'll give you confidence to understand that if you do make the investment in a QuickJack for your garage, you can make it work. And so anyway, let's get to work.
Okay, first things first. I kind of got some lights set up underneath the car so we can see what's going on, and this is kind of one of those deals where I'm looking at it but I'm backwards from it, so let's see how it works. But anyway, this is the pocket that the jacking puck goes into, like so. And so basically there's that. But let's see what we've got for, and that's stuck right to the bottom. So from here to there, you're about 5 inches. Pretty close to right on 5 inches actually. Now the body here, a little bit less, probably 4.5 inches or so. And so you've got room for that. You've got room for it to slide under. And the front part of the car is the lowest part anyway, so go ahead and put the jacking puck in there just like that. And that's what I'll do. I put the jacking pucks in there first. I'll put the blocks on the rails, and then slide them underneath, and then you've got room with your fingers that you can actually position the blocks back and forth a little bit to get them right underneath the jacking pucks. And so that's kind of the initial part of it. So 4.5 inches is what the basic height is for it. So you can go from there, kind of figure it out. Again, you can add more height if you use the 2-inch blocking, like the 2x12 or whatever you want to use. So anyway, that gives you kind of the distance right there. Now I'll show you the rest of the process that I used to put it together. Okay, yeah, I've got the garage door open, so I've got a little bit of backlight from it. But anyway, I think we'll be able to see basically your height of your QuickJack is about 3.5 inches. And there's a little bit of play from when they don't settle all the way down, but not much. So 3.5 inches is about what you've got to work with. So from there to there, from the jack to the bottom of the car, as mine sits, you've got about 1 inch of room to play with to work it. But that's why, like I said, I'll take the blocks and set them right in here. This is one of the block perches. I'll move the light around a little bit and see if I can do this without making everybody sick. So anyway, this is where the blocks will sit here, and then one up there on the other end. And I slide these right underneath. The jacking pucks are in there, and that's basically how I do it and how it works well for me. Pretty simple process. Okay, so as you can see, there is not a whole lot of room, but here's the block, and so you can kind of reposition the block. It will move around a little bit. You have room to get your hand in there, But it's almost like this side of the car is sitting a little bit lower than the other side. But that's the front, and there's plenty of room actually to move it around and whatnot. But you have to set the block into the rail before you slide it underneath, or it will not clear to get underneath the jacking pucks. But other than that, it works great. And now, you don't have to use the jacking puck. You could use, if you wanted to, you could use the taller block, and the taller block would fit and get up there. But I'm just personally more comfortable using the jacking puck, so that's why I do it the way I do it. So that should be that. And we'll go ahead and lift the car back up in the air. So there's that. There is plenty of room, as you can see. You can hopefully I can get the camera in my hand and everything else in there, but you've got all the way up and down plenty of room. And so there you have it. Hopefully that answered the question as far as how much room there is to move this thing around with, and give you a tip on kind of how to get it to work. So
Hey everyone, that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks for watching. I'm glad to have you along with me. Hopefully I was able to answer the question that originally drove the video, as well as provide a little bit more information to folks that may be considering purchasing a QuickJack. They're a great tool to have in the garage. So if you're thinking about it, go ahead and get one. I think you'll be glad you did. I know I am. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. If you would, please hit that subscribe button down below, as well as, hit that thumbs up button. Give me a like. And then if you want to see more content as I produce it, then hit that bell icon. You can set up your notifications, and the system will tell you when I put out a new video. Appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. Have an even greater 2020, and we'll see you on down the road. Be nice to each other.